What's going on, guys? Investment Coach Chris here, and we're looking at a position right now between Sqqq and Tqqq. Excuse me, my voice is a little hoarse, but as you can see here, we had a breakout of Sqqq, right? This morning, we had a breakout and then a pullback. So we bought, it came up to here, it pulled back to about here, we bought in, it came up, it pulled back, we bought in again, and now it's up, and now it's pulling back. The thing I'm watching for in this position when I'm trying to make these decisions is I'm trying to compare the bid price of Sqqq and the ask price and the quantity of orders. So right now I have 215 people, 250 times 100 wanting to buy at 14.34, and these people wanting to sell. So if that keeps occurring and the bid, if the bid to the ask is heavily towards the bidder, where there's a lot of bidding, that's a higher probability that your trade will be profitable and keep pushing up. For sure. It's something that you want to look at. So on my phone, I'm not trying to be rude over here, but on my phone I have an order in right here, and if you can see, I'm up about $161 in this position, and I got in this position about, let's see, 20 minutes ago, and just been adding up to it. So ideally in this situation we want to keep moving up, which is what that is. So that's another $20–30 jump. That's a good one. So what I'm looking at right here is I see an uptrending pattern that pulls up, tends to come back, and then makes higher highs, and it's inverse over here. All right, this is the inverse pattern. It's making lower lows. So it's clearly, this one's clearly overextended. It's way too high, but it keeps pushing. And you know, if it keeps pushing up and dipping down and pushing up, then it's going to continue to make money. So the question is, how high can this push up? That's really the big question when we look at the 20-hour day, 1 hour time frame. We look that if we look right here, yeah, we're pushing up, but we have a lot of space to cover. We have a couple lines right here that are pretty important marks. So if we look right here, we have all this space to cover up through here. So we're above the exponential, we're above the SMA. We have a lot of people ordering and it's growing. So I'm trying to grow this. This one's about right here right now. So it's still growing. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if it can fill the gap. I'm trying to see if it can fill some of the gap between here and here. More of the gap before it dies off. That's kind of my plan. You know, it may be I hit my daily goal and I get out sooner. But one thing about these positions that's kind of tough to get out of, when you're in a position where you see over here like there's 203 people bidding and 48 asking, it's typically going to drive the price up. So when you find something like that, I'm not going to say like, oh, you want to exploit it, but you really want to max out, max value. You want to get max value. So for this position, we're up about $210, which is about 2% of our equity. The biggest question is, when do we want to sell? And again, it's really hard to sell when I see a lot of people buying right here. 1442, that's 214 orders of 100 shares. So 260 orders of 100 shares want to buy at 1441. And we're in at 1412. So, you know, we have a lot of room to keep growing. Now, remember how we put these lines up here? These lines up here were basically saying, okay, these are our marks we're looking at. Like, the closer we get to this line, the more we should be thinking about selling. More than likely, the closer we get to this line, the less buyers are going to be. Now, right here, we have 217 sellers, 1440, 342 buyers. The price is slowly going down a little bit, but as you can see, Even though it's been going up and down, it has generally been moving in an up direction. It's been pulling up and then kicking back. It is a little bit overextended, so it is a little dangerous. Probably not a great time to get in. Now, if it pulls down to this entry level around here, if it were to pull down to about right here, stock price were to come down and then start to come back up, you can maybe have an entry. But keep in mind, this right here is the inverse. This one, TQQQ, is the opposite of this, and its RSI is really low, and it looks like it could be trending on a reversal at any minute. The only reason I don't think it's currently reversing is because we have so many people wanting to buy right here. But as soon as these bid starts to go up right here at a high rate, we definitely have to consider selling our position at that point. So one thing I want to look at over here, I kind of just wrote out how far that could go up. How far can this go down though? Like, how far can we go down? Probably somewhere around this area is what I would guess. So we can watch this closely and yep. See, it pulled back and then it went right back up. So we're staying around that 1440 mark for now, which is a great profit zone for us. 1440 is a great profit zone for us, and at the end of the day, you know, we're in a good position, and sometimes in these positions you want to tell yourself, okay, if you have a daily goal to hit, like a price target, like my daily goal is a minimum of like $150 a day right now. That's my bare minimum just to get out of bed, you know. So once I hit that, I have to decide, okay, do I sell or do I want to hold on to this? So when you're a young trader and you're getting into these decisions, the best advice I can give you is to open up to level 2 and really try to pay attention to how many people are buying and how many people are selling. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many indicators you have, no matter what you have, if more people are buying than selling, in general, the price is normally going to go up. And the opposite is true. If there's more people selling than buying, the price is generally going to go down. So, excuse me, with that in mind, I wanted to share you guys a video, and I hope that this gives you an idea of how I break down stocks. So Sqqq was one that we had been looking at over the weekend, and it continues to drive up. And I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Please post questions if you have any, and you guys have a wonderful day.